do you do when the person trying to steal your boyfriend is the same person who shared a bedroom with you growing up? My sister Collie was always the one people looked at first. In every room, every family photo, every conversation, she had this way of walking in and making everyone forget anyone else was there. I grew up in the background of her life and told myself I was okay with it. Until she met Ryan. Ryan was my boyfriend of 2 years. Kind, steady, the first person who ever made me feel like I was actually seen. The first time I brought him home, Corley shook his hand and looked at me after he turned away and said, "Oh, you did well." Not a compliment, a warning. It started small. She would text him to ask for advice about her own relationships. Always late at night. Always something that needed immediate comfort. She started showing up wherever we were. Same restaurant. Same friend group events. Always with a reason that made perfect sense on the surface. One night Ryan told me Corley had called him crying, saying she was struggling and needed someone to talk to. He felt bad, so he stayed on the phone with her for 2 hours. I called Corley the next morning. She laughed and said, "I don't know what you're so upset about. He's just a person. Just a person. The man I had been building a future with. Just a person." Then one evening I came home and found a letter on Ryan's car. Handwritten. No envelope. I recognized her handwriting before I even finished the first line. She had written him 3 paragraphs about how she felt. How she had been fighting it. How she thought he deserved someone who could match his energy. She meant herself. I took that letter inside and sat across from Ryan at the kitchen table and placed it between us. He read it slowly. Then he looked up and said I had no idea it had gone this far. I said, "Did you ever feel anything back?" He said, "Never. Not even close." I believed him, but I called Corley and told her clearly and calmly that what she had done was a line I would not forget. She said I was being dramatic and that nothing even happened. I said that's exactly what people say when they got caught before it did. I stopped inviting her into my relationship after that. Stopped sharing details. Stopped including her in anything involving Ryan. And the moment I closed that door, something strange happened. She lost interest in him almost immediately, because it was never really about Ryan. It was about taking something that was mine. Some people only want what belongs to someone else. And the moment you stop letting them close enough to reach it, they move on to the next thing. Now I want to ask you, would you have forgiven your sister, or done exactly what I did? Tell me in the comments.